Hello everyone and welcome to Shada Cook. Our today's recipe is Besan Laddu. Besan Laddu is one of the popular laddus often made during festive occasions. Besan Laddu is easy and healthy sweet which is made all over India. So let's see what we require to make our Besan Laddus. 1 cup of besan or chickpea flour. Here we have took coarse besan, or you can even call it as Laddu besan. 1 teaspoon of rava, but this is optional. Half cup of tagar. Tagar is very easily available in the market, but if you don't have tagar, you can also use powdered sugar. Half cup of clarified butter or ghee. Some cardamom powder. Pistachios for garnishing. And a little bit of water. Okay, so let's start making besan laddus. You're going to start by taking ghee or clarified butter. Over here we need to make sure that ghee is not very hot. It should be moderate hot. So as your ghee starts to melt and it's moderately hot, you can go ahead and add rava. Now rava is optional, but it gives a nice texture to the besan laddus. That's the reason why we are adding rava. Next we are going to add besan. And we are going to mix it well. And you can see over here we are using a non-stick pan. It's recommended to use a non-stick pan or a heavy bottom pan so that your besan does not stick to the pan. Now over here we need to make sure that we stir the mixture continuously. Cook it on low flame, otherwise it might burn. So our besan has started cooking. It is giving a very nice fragrance. So you can see it has changed its color and it has got a nice aroma all over. So now we are going to add about a teaspoon of water. And we are going to stir it well. By adding water, it gives a nice coarse texture to the laddus. And then turn off the flame. So now we are going to let it cool down until it's lukewarm. So we need to cool it down until it's lukewarm. So then we are going to be adding sugar to it. Okay, so it has cooled down and it's warm now, and you will know that it's cooked properly when you see that ghee on the top. It starts releasing the ghee and you will have that nutty fragrance, that besan aroma all over, which means your besan is roasted properly. So next we are going to be adding in cardamom powder and tagar or powdered sugar, and now we are going to mix it well. Make sure there are no lumps. So it's all mixed well and you can see it has got a very nice coarse texture. So now we are going to just remove it in a plate. Okay, so let's start making the laddus. We have greased our hands with some ghee and we are going to take about a handful of amount. And all you need to do is just give it a shape of ball, like laddu shapes. So you can see the laddu. So besan laddus are ready. You can see it has got a very good color. It's smelling so good. It has got a very nice coarse texture. Do try it and let us know how does it comes out, because it's very healthy and it's normally made during winter season. It's loved by all the kids. So do try it, and if you like this video, do thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Is Rajasthani Malpua or Meetha Pura. It is very popular in Rajasthan. And it's a very easy recipe to make in Diwali. So let's see what we need for this. 1 cup of wheat flour, or even you can take all-purpose flour or maida. 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. 1 teaspoon of cream or malai. This is optional. 1½ cup of milk, or as required according to the consistency. And over here we are using lukewarm milk. Some fennel seeds and black pepper. And lastly, some pistachio for garnishing. Okay, so we're going to start the preparation for Malpua. So firstly, we're going to start with the wheat flour. To that we are going to add a granulated sugar. Next we are adding cream. Now cream is optional over here. If you're not using cream, you can use milk. But over here we are using cream because it gives a very nice richness and a very good flavor to your malpuas. Next we are adding fennel seeds and black pepper seeds. Again, this is something which is added in the malpua traditionally in Rajasthan. And now finally we are going to add a lukewarm milk. For now we have added about half the amount of milk. And now with the help of the whisk, we are going to whisk it together. Now if you're taking more of consistency, you can even use egg bitter. Now we are using rest of the milk. So make sure that you whisk it properly so that there are no lumps in your paste. Okay, so over here you can see this is the consistency we require. So keep on adding milk until you get this consistency. Over here we have added about 1 1/4 cup of milk. Okay, and now we are going to let this batter sit for about half an hour or 30 minutes. Okay, so it's been about half an hour. So now it's ready to be fried. So over here we have took ghee in a non-stick pan, or you can even take a heavy bottom pan. Now over here you can use either ghee or you can use oil. Now next step is to heat the ghee. So over here make sure that your ghee or your oil is very hot. So your ghee should be flaming hot, and then you can keep it on sim while you're pouring in the batter. So we're going to start by pouring the batter. And if you can see, you're pouring and making small kind of pancake kind of malpuas. And when it starts to plum up, you can just put some ghee on the top. And now we are going to just flip it over. So you can see it got cooked very quickly, so make sure you're there. So right now our gas is on sim or low flame. So make sure you're cooking your malpuas on medium flame basically. And you can see it has got a beautiful color. So our malpuas are done. And now we're going to remove it in a strainer so that whatever excess ghee or oil you have in the malpua, it will go down. Now we're going to make another one. Again, you can see. Now every time you're making a malpua, make sure that your ghee is very hot before you pour in another malpua. And now we're going to just flip it over, and you can see how tender it is from between, and from the sides it's nice and crispy. So once it gets a nice beautiful golden brown color, it's done. Look how beautiful it looks. Okay, so here's a little tip that if you feel like when you're pouring your batter and it spreads a little bit more, you can just add a little bit of flour into the batter to make a proper consistency. Okay, so our Rajasthani malpuas or meetha puras are ready, and you can see they've got a very nice color, and we have garnished them with some pistachios. They taste really good. Tender in between and crispy on outside. I think it's a great recipe for Diwali time or any festive time, Holi or Raksha Bandhan, and it's very easy to make. Just you gotta mix the ingredients and then fry them, so it's very easy, no mess, and really quick. So if you try this recipe, do let us know in the comment section down below. If you have any requests for any recipe, you can even comment it in down there. If you like this video, do thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.